All right, welcome in to another ASU ACHA D1 player profile. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. It's the end of the season coming up. I've got AIDYN Sullivan with me. And AIDYN, first of all, welcome in.
Thank you.
So, freshman at ASU, played through a trying season for you guys, kind of bringing everybody together with a new coach and everything. But summarize the season for me so far, if you can.
Well, it was a new season, right? New coach, new team for me, and a bunch of we had a lot of new players this year. I think we had 7 returners. But from the get-go, I think we've gelled really well as a team. We've bonded, and even through the trying times, our message in the locker room has always been to stay together. We're playing for each other. We're playing for the team, right? It's not even if we're not winning, we're having fun with each other, and we're making these memories that are going to last a lifetime. And that's been the message that we've taken through the entire season.
So you come into this program, you said you had a decision to make. It was either U of A or ASU. You chose ASU because why?
The law program. Since my senior year in high school, I decided I wanted to go into law. I haven't decided yet,
right,
whether I want to be a sports agent or an actual lawyer. But looking at the two programs, I had decided that ASU was a better law program. I know someone, I don't remember who, but someone in the Coyotes organization had gone to the ASU law school, and and he had said it was a great school. And hearing that, it kind of solidified that I did want to become a Sun Devil.
And when you came here, you wanted to play hockey too, right? So you came in and were hoping to get the chance to play some hockey?
Yes, hockey has been the most important thing in my life from the get-go. I mean, growing up in a household with a father that plays in the NHL, there's not much else that goes on. Right. So I've been on skates since I was about 2 years old, and so I came here, and after I had sent in my acceptance letter, my interest in Notre Dame, I emailed Coach Brown at the time and expressed my interest in playing, and we had lunch and discussed what the program was, possibilities of me making the D1 team and everything. And then I came to the skates before tryouts, and it was Coach Green at the time, and it was good, high-paced hockey, which is exactly what I'm looking for to further my career. And yeah. So for those that don't know, tell everybody who your dad is and what he does for a living right now. My dad is Steve Sullivan. He's the assistant general manager of the Arizona Coyotes and the general manager of the Tucson Roadrunners.
And he played in the NHL for a little while.
16 years in the NHL.
Yeah, just a little while.
A little bit.
So you come out here to play hockey. What did you think of ACHA hockey? A lot of people don't know just how good the caliber of play is.
It is. It's a great caliber of play for anyone that wants to continue playing hockey in college. I came in, and it was the first thing I looked at after getting my acceptance letter was the hockey program. Right. I was immediately interested in playing, and I knew the level was high. My dad had told me that it was going to be hard to make the team, and I was ready for the challenge. I did want to try out for the team, and even if I made D2, I would have had fun playing at a level. They're all high levels.
Right, yep.
Yeah.
So you've had a chance to experience the U of A ASU rivalry. Now I'm calling this rivalry round 4 because it's round 4 of the series with you guys coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
It's your last 2 games of the season. Unfortunately, you won't get a chance to get into the national tournament this year.
No.
But what's that competition been like between you and U of A? Was it what you expected, or did you know anything about it?
Well, I grew up here. I spent the last 7 years here. I was a junior Coyote, and what I expected was a junior Coyote Bobcats level of rivalry, and it's so much more than that. Right. It is so much deeper. It is so much more going into those games, and we haven't played home yet. So all 6 games we've played against them has been in Tucson. Then all those fans just around you, booing you. It's a sensation. You don't get that in AAA hockey against the Bobcats, and and the competition has been fierce, phenomenal. They've gotten the best of us.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to change that this weekend with the home ice advantage.
You know, I talked to your coach earlier, and I said in college hockey and in all hockey, it's pretty cyclical, right? Everything goes around. 1 year you're up, 1 year you're down. You've seen it with your dad's career and the teams that he's general manager for. Sometimes you're having a great year. So how do you put that into perspective as a player? How do you deal with losses versus wins and wins versus losses?
Well, it's always fun to win, right? But my dad's message has always been, you have to love winning. You have to hate losing more than you love winning.
Right.
And you do hate losing. And whenever you lose a game, you have to focus on the next game, but you should always keep that feeling of the loss inside of you. Just feed off of it, and you don't want it to happen again. You want to make sure that you don't get that feeling again. And these games being rivalries, that feeling is just that much more magnified. Every game is a new game where you want to just never feel that again against U of A. It's a battle.
Let's talk about your specific role on the ice. What do you like to do? What makes you you? What do you want to get better at?
Throughout my career, I've always been about my speed. My dad was known for it, the NHL, and I guess I got those genes. I love just, if I get the puck, I'll take the puck and I'll skate wide as fast as I can and then cut to the net every single time. It's my go-to. It usually works. ACHA hockey was different because now it's a higher level and players expect that. They know what that is. And so I've still tried to do it. It's been tougher, but I've rose to the challenge. Confidence was a huge thing at the start of the year. And as I've grown in confidence, I've grown in my confidence in doing that. And I've tried to stay to it, slashing across the ice, getting the puck and going. Speed has been my game for as long as I can remember.
So AAA hockey you're talking about, you've always been, as a youth, playing within an age group, right?
Yes.
All of a sudden you get to ACHA level, and there may be guys that are 4 or 5 years older than you that are jumping into the program. What's that experience been like?
Well, for the age difference, I did play high school hockey.
Okay.
Growing up. So being a freshman on the Division I team for the ACHA program down in Scottsdale, I was playing against kids that were 5, 6 years older than me, but it's completely different here. They're older than you and they are more skilled than you, and you have to, with age comes experience, and I don't have that experience yet. And so, as I said before, at the beginning of the season, I didn't have that confidence. Yep. And as the season's grown on and I've been playing more and more, confidence has grown inside of me, and I've become more confident in my game. But the age group is significant. Okay,
off of ACHA hockey, final question for you. I want you to evaluate the difference between growing up in Nashville and seeing that program in the NHL and what you've seen out west, both in Vegas and more importantly here in Phoenix and Arizona. What's the differences, and what do we have to do to bring that excitement right here to the Valley of the Sun?
I'm actually so glad you asked that question, because Vegas did exactly what they needed to do. You're a brand new program coming into a 30-team established NHL. And what they did was what they needed to do. It's Las Vegas. Yep. It's not just hockey. You have to put on a show. Right. And their intros in the playoffs, their whole manner of thing, it's just like Nashville. Yep. When Nashville joined in, Nashville was...
Sure.
Right, it's in the South. It's not a hockey town. But Nashville was so good about the performances in between periods and their mascot just flying in from the rafters before games. And I think Vegas captured that very well in their first league, and that's why they have a great fan base.
Yep.
Coyotes, same way. When I go to the games, it's always a blast.
Right.
It's so much fun to be there. The atmosphere is great. Howler is an amazing mascot. It's so much fun to watch him just do what he does. It's a blast.
So I might be asking the wrong question to end this thing on, but does hockey belong in the Desert Southwest and the Sun Belt and the Sun States?
Oh, absolutely. I think hockey is a sport that everyone should experience. I think it's fast-paced. It's full of skilled players. It's a hard game to learn, but once you learn it, it's extremely competitive. And I think that it should be everywhere. I think hockey it's a major sport. It's one of the 4 major sports with basketball, baseball, and football. And I think that if the more places you have hockey, the more competition hockey players get, and the better the game becomes.
AIDYN Sullivan, thanks for your time. Good luck this weekend. And
thank you.
See if you can get a couple against U of A here and set the record a little bit more in your favor.
Absolutely, that's the goal.